So, Tori Shyrock, how old are you?
Well, Tyler Shyrock, my husband who is trying to make me laugh on camera, I am 30 years old.
And what do you do for a living?
I am, let's start my list. My list of occupations. First and foremost, I work in a family business. We do property management, and I am an assistant there. I work with all of my family members, so that is a little stressful at times.
Okay.
And then I am a mother of 2 small children. I am a wife. I do cake decorating as a hobby. My other hobby, which is a little random, is I do medical tattooing and permanent makeup. I also like to make it even more stressful, and I add wedding coordinating into the entire mix. So I don't just have one job, I have many, and I try to help out as much as I can with anyone who needs help with anything. I also do a lot of fundraising too.
How would you describe your personality?
I'm a big fat dork, and I am kind of just one of the guys. I always have my hair up, flip-flops on. I usually have dirt on me, or I'm about to get dirty in some way, shape, or form. And I just like to kind of go with the flow and always stay busy. I don't like just not having something to do.
How did you get into baking and decorating?
Baking and decorating. I was on Facebook one day and I actually saw my friend Breezy. She had just done a cake for her mother and there was fondant and everything on it. And I thought it was beautiful, so I called her and I asked her what she had done and what she was doing, and I kind of went from there, got some recipes from some of our family friends, and I decided just to roll with it, and I've loved it, and it's been really fun.
How would your friends and toughest critics describe you?
Probably a little blunt and forward, outgoing. I'm very loyal. I don't know, I guess that's it.
What's your best and worst quality?
Well, unfortunately, I hear this a lot. My worst quality, which is I take way too much on, and I never say no to people. So that's my worst quality, but my best quality is I never say no to people, and no matter how much I take on, I always get it done, and I'm a team player when absolutely needed.
What types of people or things pushes your buttons?
My daughter's gonna come help me right now bake, apparently. The things that really bug me are, I don't really get along with girls. So girls who are really fake, and I'm going to use a term that most people haven't heard, but I love using it. I don't like girls who talk like they can chew their own face. And you're going to laugh when I do my impression, but it's like, oh my God, I don't even know what he was doing. That kills me. My other big thing that just really bothers me is people who lie. The simplest little lie is just kind of not necessary to me, and I'd rather you just tell me the truth and face the consequence and go from there. Do you want to stir this? Okay, be gentle.
Tell us about your background and upbringing.
Well, I was raised in Santa Barbara, which is obviously always nice weather. My parents were divorced when I was super young, and I lived with my mother and 2 of my siblings. I was raised in sports, so we were always very competitive in nature. And my mom always taught me, if you're going to do something, make sure that you're doing it to the best of your ability. And don't do it unless you're going to put 100% into it.
How did that help or hurt the person you've become today?
It has helped and hurt me in multiple ways. I think it's helped me because I do strive to be the best and do the best in everything that I do. But the downfall to that is I think sometimes I try to be a perfectionist, and it kind of hurts me in the sense that I want everything to be perfect, and sometimes it can't always be perfect.
Let the people know about the things you excel at most in life.
I excel in life in general. That's a really hard question. So I'm just going to say life in general. I'm a great organizer. I'm great at delegating. I'm great at having fun and incorporating everything in my life that I love to do. I love doing it all. I have a feeling this cocoa is going to go everywhere pretty soon.
How do you feel you react to criticism?
I love that my husband snickered when he asked me that question, so I'm just going to go with that. I obviously do not like criticism. However, you know, it is what it is. If I'm doing something wrong, I will definitely own up to it, unless I absolutely know that the other person's wrong, and then I make it very, very known that I am not backing down on thinking that I am right or wrong.
Tell us about your food industry experience.
I don't have any. I was a server once at Marie Callender's, and I got to box the pies and sometimes put the whipped cream on. But other than that, I have done nothing. Show Daddy. You can mix it some.
Do you have cake decorating, baking, or pastry experience?
The only decorating I have is what I've done, in the last couple of years, and it's just been out of my house. No one's taught me. I've done it all on my own and asked questions to people.
Is there a specific genre of food or desserts you like to bake or cook?
Yes, I love doing themed cakes. I think they're so much fun, and I love getting the reaction out of the people that I'm making them for. But I also like making dinners. It's kind of fun. And since my husband is a garbage disposal, I like trying out new things with him.
What type of things do you dislike to bake?
Hold on. I don't like to bake like quiches and things like that, and that's just because I don't like them. I don't like baking things I don't like, but I still do, especially if somebody orders it, obviously. Okay, go get your clothes on, you guys. And then you can come back and help me.
What about pastries? Do you like pastries?
I do like pastries. Well, yes and no. I like pastries. I like doing muffins and things like that, but filled pastries, that's kind of a little bit tougher for me just because I haven't done a lot of it. But I don't know. I think if I got the hang of it, I would probably like it more.
Tell us any interesting details about yourself or anything that makes you stand out from others.
Let's see. I stand out because I am just fabulous and everything. No, I'm just kidding. I stand out because I'm a crazy tattooed woman, and I'm kind of a jack of all trades, so I stand out, and I don't know, I do what needs to be done, and I think that's hard to find in people in my generation now, so I think that's why I stand out.
What is your favorite topic of conversation in a social setting?
One of my favorites would probably be movies. My dad and my sisters and brothers and I were always into movies when we were little, and so I'm into movie lines and movie trivia. I absolutely love movies. My wedding was even movie themed, so that's probably the biggest thing for me. I really like talking about movies and what I've seen or haven't seen.
Where do you get